What's going on, everybody? Big Country here. Welcome back to Country Living and another review. This is actually a little item, a nice little pod system, little starter kit, tank style system, all in one kit for the person looking to go switching from smoking to vaping. This little device here, it's the Joyetech AIO. AIO is for all-in-one. It's the 10th anniversary limited edition. This was sent to me directly from Joyetech. I've used this thing for about a week now. I've had I don't know, 4 or 5 different tank fill-ups on this thing. I've used it extensively, and I feel like I can confidently show you what this is about, tell you all about it, give you an insight of what it's like and whether or not this is something that you may want to try. Let's go ahead, dive down, take a look at it, and show you everything you need to know about this item. Alright guys, here's the packaging that the AIO 10th anniversary edition comes in from Joyetech. Once you take it out the sleeve, you have another box, and inside that box you have an attention card telling you to put at least 5 drops of V-juice on the atomizer head before its first time use to avoid dry burn, and other instructions of how to use this device. You have a Joyetech warranty card, and a Joyetech AIO quick start guide. It's not a book, it's more of a fold up map style pamphlet. And then you have a goodie box. And inside that box you have your micro USB adapter, a clear drip tip, and 2 coil heads. Take a look at the coil head here. It does say stainless steel 316, 0.6 ohms MTL, 15 to 28 watts. The other side has nothing. This is a BF series. They call it a BF series because the juice is coming in from the bottom. And of course you got the top here. I want you to put about 3 to 5 drops in the center of this coil down there on that cotton before use to make sure it's all saturated so you do not get a dry burn. Notice it's got a silicone little ring around the coil right here. And that just prevents any leaking when you put it all together. And of course you had your mod. You notice from the top here I have the black drip tip installed. You have a juice fill window here, and on the line on the side here it says max, which is about halfway. You don't want to fill the juice up any higher than that. That way when you put your coil in, it doesn't overflow the shaft. Because once you put the coil in, it will raise the juice level to full. On the bottom here it does say AIO. On the top, with some branding, it does say Joyetech. But being the black on black, it's a little hard to see, but you can see it. On the back you have another juice window, and then you have a micro USB port. And on the bottom all the standard warnings, AIO 2. And you can see the sort of like little Tron designs kind of going through here, little lines, which I like. I like the ghost out, the blackout versions on a lot of different things. Personally, I think it looks cool and sleek. They do have a silver and a white version. The white one has red pinstripes. The silver has, I think, black pinstripes, and the black, of course, is black on black. Now, if you look inside, when you hold it, see how it's got a light right there on the inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to turn it off. It'll blink and shut off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to turn it on. It'll blink and turn on. Now it's ready to fire. But to change that color, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn it off. Once it's off, in the off state, press and hold the fire button. Now it's on blue, green, light blue, red, purple, green. Back again. There, see? And it just cycles through. You can go all the way to where it's off and just keep cycling through to whatever color you want. And I have had it on blue because I have been vaping on Blue Magic from GlasVapor. This is 30 mg. It's a blueberry. It's a mysterious blueberry flavor. Really freaking good. I'll have a link in the description if you want to try some of this out for yourself. But once you have your color set, just let it go. It'll time out. It'll set to that color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back on. Press it, and it hits. Okay, now a couple things we want to look at here on this. It does have some airflow adjustments. See that notch right there? Right there, that little notch. And if you look at this turn, you see how, like, see the design? It's like more like an oval. It's kind of a shield shape. And then you see one that has that little arrow there. When that arrow is pointed in line with that dot, that is where it's wide open. That's the most amount of airflow you can get off here. You can get a decent lung hit, direct lung hit off of this, but I would not do a 50 mg lung hit myself because it just kicks my throat's ass. But in order to get the minimum airflow possible from this device, is you want to turn it in either direction. Remember the little arrow there, 90 degrees in either direction. So we go about there. That right there is the tightest amount of draw you can get. So it's a true MTL. Not the tightest MTL that I have tried versus other pod systems, but that's as tightest as this will get when you go 90 degrees in either direction. Then of course when you go 180 all the way around, it opens it back up. But your key reference is that little indicator. Where's my little arrow? Boom. Your key point is that notch right there. Now, of course, to take this 510 pin out, or the 510 drip tap off, you just pull it off and you can put the other one on if you want. And this has a child locking mechanism. See right now, I'm turning it. It's not coming off, not doing nothing. You have to press and turn this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to press it and turn it to get it to unscrew. Once it unscrews, there is the inside of your chamber. And then, of course, your coil. And then to change coil heads, of course, you just need to unscrew this. It unscrews from the base just like so. Easy to put it back in, easy peasy. Screw it back on, snug it up. I've then used this coil for a while. I've got about 4 or 5 refills on this thing already, and I'm still getting pretty good flavor for it. So I don't feel any need to change this thing. So I'm just gonna screw it back in, press down and turn until it doesn't turn no more. And it's back locked in the lock position again. I like that child safety feature. It's a good feature to have for sure, without a doubt. And I'll just go ahead and put it back to wide open. And since I got the 50 mg, I will turn it 45 or 90 degrees one way, and now it's full restrictive mouth to lung. That's all there is, guys. That is the AIO 10th Anniversary Edition from Joyetech. There you go, guys. That is the AIO 10th Anniversary Limited Edition from Joyetech. The one thing I didn't mention to you in the overhead, this does have a 1500 milliamp hours internal battery. Easy charging with the USB port. And this has lasted me all day. When I leave the house with it, take it with me, it lasts me all day. Now, granted, I do not use it solely throughout the day. But this is one of those devices with NIC salts that I like, and I like the MTL devices. I don't know, I feel like I'm in like a reverse style of vaping these days. I started with the, the Smoke AL85 tank, and I went to drippers, and it's like, and now I'm in the pods. It's like I should have started with pods and advanced, but I'm kind of like regressing, I guess. So I don't know, but I've been really digging MTL devices lately, and this right here is available. There's going to be links in the description for $29.99. It's from the Joyetech website. A couple other websites I've seen it, like I think 3F Vapor or something. When I did a Google search, for like $24 or something. So I'll have a couple links in the description so you can check this out for yourself. And this is really a nice device. I think this is a good device for the person who's looking to switch from smoking to vaping. This may be a device for you, a pod system of some sort. So tank style pod device. It's pretty good. It's got the cool little features with the LED buttons. Got a nice restrictive mouth to lung. Like I said, you're not getting huge clouds off of this. This is the MTL device. You don't really, if you want huge clouds, you drip or you use a tank by comparison. But you're not getting huge clouds for this. It's a nice device for someone looking to make the switch, and it's inconspicuous. Even for someone who's been vaping for a while, but they don't want to blow huge clouds out in public, right? So you can just do. Blow it in your shirt or something, you're not being it could, you know, obvious out there in public. So it's just one of those things. It really depends on what all you're looking for. The MTL aspect, like I mentioned, the overhead, I would like it to be a little more restricted because I feel like I'm getting air too fast for a true MTL. But you can also open it up with to wide open and get a direct lung. I don't do direct lung with this. I've used a couple different juices. I've used like a 60-40 blend of my DIY juices. I've used 70-30s. I've used 50-50s on Nick salts and different strengths of different things. Especially when I'm doing the direct lung, like I said, I won't do a high mg like a Nick salt. I'll do a 3 mg of my DIY. And when I do that, I can get pretty good clouds with that. But what I have noticed though, the 50-50 PG Nick salt juices and the 60-40 work better in this than like a 70-30. 70-30 you still get pretty good flavor and it works out pretty well. But the thicker the VG, the thicker the juice, the slower that the coil will absorb those juices. So these are definitely not made for like max VG juices. You can probably use them, maybe one hit here, one hit there, then let them soak up some more. And just remember that when you're using one of these things, you want to have a thinner juice. 60-40, 50-50 is better. Even higher PG, it would be even better for that. Should absorb well. But that was it. That was the Ego AIO 10th anniversary edition. It's a limited edition, so if you want to get one of these, if you have AIOs from the previous, the big changes on this is not that big of a difference, because I've had one prior to this about a year ago when I tried one. I don't know what happened to it. I had a gray one. It's somewhere around here. I just don't know where it's at, but I know it's not that huge of a difference. So, but if you already have one, probably not have to get another one. But if this is your first time and you're just looking into pod systems, little tank starter kits or whatever, all-in-one devices, this may be one you would like to pick up. Like again, links are in the description. Check it out for yourself. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I do appreciate all the support of the channel. So until next video, just keep on vaping and living, baby.